Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is in your part of the world. It was a beautiful day here today. It was sunny, well into the 70s. If it was any warmer, I would have had to turn the AC on. Was away for a while, came home, walked in, thinking, kind of warm in here. Checked the temperature, it was 70. So, didn't quite have to turn the air conditioning on, but if it was much warmer, I would have. Nice be able to leave your car sitting outside for an hour, and then when you go out, it's so hot in the car you can't stand it. That is nice in February. Who do we have here? I'm assuming Emily's not going to be here. But in case you watch the replay, hello, Emily. Hello, Demoose. Hello, Judy. Um, Hello, Reverend Dream. Hey, you guys like that thumbnail? Yeah, they're adorable. And the mamas are doing a great job. Sometimes both are in there with them, but they're kind of switching now more to taking turns. Candy Cane will be in there for a while, and then Rose takes her shift with them. Only Rose is getting the longer shifts. Candy Cane doesn't seem to be in there quite as long as Rose is. And hey, behave. Dream was helping Candy Cane out, but then when Rose had her kittens, Dream backed off. She's still taking care of Sylvester. And sometimes Sylvester gets in the box with the other ones. But most of the time, it's just Rose and Candy Cane taking care of the young kittens. Hello, Katie. Hello, DJ. Get a horse, Katie. You'll love it. But what do you got Tony doing, Judy? I know he'd be here if you didn't have him doing something. Hello, Gary. I'm assuming you're probably working a double today, Gary. Well, thank you, Reverend Dream. Yeah, I've heard that it's pretty expensive to board a horse, Katie. Oh, 12 hours? So a short day for you, Gary. Well, other than the additional kittens. I had to make a couple trips to the vet. I got 2 more appointments for Friday. Oh, ouch. There. Don't have any cats there, so I can move my leg and get more comfortable now. Oh, that's nice, Judy. Okay, Gary. At least get a little bit of a nap then. Hello, Tony. Yeah. Seems like it's never enough, doesn't it, Gary? Hello, Arlene. Well, yesterday I took Sanford to the vet. His breathing sounded kind of rough, raspy, and vet said it did sound kind of raspy, but he was showing no symptoms of upper respiratory problems. She thinks that he has allergies and possibly asthma. She gave him a steroid shot to see how he did on that, and just said keep an eye on him. And if he starts getting a runny nose or anything, then take him back for an antibiotic shot. But she didn't think the antibiotic shot would do anything for him at this point because he really didn't have any symptoms of upper respiratory infection. And then today, I had to take Sweetie. She's been dealing with upper respiratory stuff for a while now. In fact, she was on medicine for it right after the first of the year. And since then, it seems to come and go. Sometimes not quite as bad. Then it gets worse again. But the last day or two, it seemed like she was getting worse. So I took her today, and sneezing, coughing, runny nose, congested. So she got a steroid shot, and she came home with some oral antibiotics, Clavamax. So hopefully that will knock it out of her. Now I gotta go back and see what's going on in chat. Because I see Gary saying I would love some cheesecake. I would too. And I don't suppose you're going to share the cheesecake with all of us, are you, Katie? Hello, Joanne. Yep, I know what you mean, Judy. There is no way I could go to work every day. Well, heck, it's a struggle. Just go out and feed the chickens some days. But that was why I got chickens when I did. I got the chickens right after I got taken out of work. So then it made me so I had to go outside and take care of them every day. Hello, Big Matt. Oh, okay, I'm at the bottom of the chat now. And then I mentioned I got 2 appointments for Friday. I'm taking Felix and Tiger for pre-op blood work on Friday. Then on Tuesday, they're both having a little surgery. And then after that, all of my boys that are old enough will be neutered. So then no more kittens. Didn't really plan on the number of kittens I have right now, but I'm not sorry that I have them. I love every one of them. And in addition to doing the catio on the porch, I'm also going to build another catio off the side of the house this summer. So they'll have lots of room. Here's Sylvester. There you go. You can see your cute face. I was showing the vet some pictures of the kittens and Sylvester and stuff today. And she saw Sylvester when he was, what was he now? He was less than 2 weeks old. I think he was 13 days old. I think he was just under 2 weeks at the time when he had that eye infection. And she saw the picture of him now, and she said he is getting so big. And she said his hair really looks nice. He's looking very healthy. A lot of fun. He's getting very independent. He doesn't stay in one spot anymore, that's for sure. He's up moving around, goes wherever he wants to go, climbs in the box with the little kittens out there. He'll lick them and lay in there with them. And sometimes he sneaks a meal in when they're in there feeding the other kittens. Then he gets out when he wants to. Hello, Ace. Felix is, see, Felix is 11 months old now, Judy. They grow up fast. And Felix is a daddy. I can see it in some of those kittens. It was a joint effort between Felix and Lily. They are sweet kitties, Joanne. They sure are. Hello, Pinchuco. Well, I'll tell you, Ace, I'm feeling better than I have in several weeks. I put my diet on pause, and the last couple days, I've been feeling better. Now I got to just figure out exactly what was causing it. I'm actually kind of leaning towards the stevia. So I may cut way back on coffee and go more for unsweetened iced tea since it's coming into summer now. But it definitely was something to do with my diet that was causing that. Because I have felt much better the last couple days. Hello, Vince. Well, I don't think you're going to see Sylvester again tonight. He just laid down here next to me, and he's sound asleep already. Boy, cats can go to sleep quick. Whoops. Looked up at me. You talking about me? No, he's drifting back off to sleep again. And I think he's 6 weeks old today. Let me see. Yes, 6 weeks old today. Gotta weigh him again. I haven't weighed him in probably close to a week. He was 1 pound 3 ounces the last time I weighed him. Weren't you, buddy? Well, then, the only pills that I was giving the cats, and now I've gotten the flea problem taken care of, so I don't have to, was I was giving them Cap Action. And the way I was doing that, there was still a couple I couldn't give them to. But for the most part, I read somewheres how to do that. Put the pill as far back in their mouth as you can, and then make sure they don't open their mouth up and spit it out, and then scratch the bottom of their neck. And scratch them in here, and that will cause them to swallow. And it works, I would say, probably 80 to 90% of the time, it worked for me. And the medicine that I got today for Sweetie, that's a liquid. So that, I just have to get the end of the thingamajigger in her mouth, and have to make sure she doesn't jerk her head, and squirt it in, and it's in there. And then the ones that are real difficult, which fortunately, now that I learned from the vet how to give the cats the medicine, there's only a couple that I just absolutely cannot give medicine to. That's Sanford and Felix. I can't give them pills, can't give them liquid. So if they need antibiotics, they have to get a shot. That's another thing you can do, Vince. But you just have to make sure the cat doesn't see you doing it. Because years ago, I did have a cat that I was giving pills to, and I was hiding it in food. And he was fine with it for a couple days. All of a sudden, one day he saw me put the pill in the canned food and try to give it to him. He refused it. Just because he saw me putting it in there, and then he knew what I was doing. But before that, when he didn't see me doing it, he was fine. Cats are smart. Yes, that's right, Katie. They're very smart. And they know when they're going to the vet, too. Like when Bandit took off on me last week and went behind the air exchanger and wouldn't come out for me, I told him when I finally did catch her and got her to the vet later in the day, I apologized and told her what was going on and stuff. And she said, cats know. They're smart. And she said that happens more often than you would think. She said it's not uncommon for someone to call at the last minute. Sorry, I can't make it. As soon as I went to get the cat went and hid. They sure are, Ace. Yep, I can believe that, Reverend Dream. I know those that I got from you, they're smart. And all of my cats know their names. Like last night, I hadn't seen Sanford for a while. And him just having that steroid shot earlier in the day, I wanted to make sure he wasn't having some kind of reaction to it or something. Which he's had before, no problem. But just I hadn't seen him in a while, so I wanted to make sure. I called him. Next thing I know, here he comes walking out. I think he was in the bedroom because he came through the bathroom and into the cat room, then into the living room. But as soon as I called him, just within seconds, he was coming. You can do it, Gary. Just make sure you can stay awake long enough to drive home. Don't fall asleep driving home. I hope she's okay, Judy. Yeah, sometimes they do that. Yep. I know what that's like, Katie. Don't blame me, Gary. You gotta sleep sometime. Yep. I knew Rose was gonna have her kittens the other night. Because that evening before, she kept pacing around and she was talking. Most of my cats aren't real talkative most of the time. Sometimes. Hi, Dream. Well, Dream just said hello to me. That's good, Judy. Yeah, since I look at cat stuff online, half of the stuff that Amazon suggests to me is cat stuff. And there's one keep popping up all the time on there. It's a sign that says, I think it's welcome to the bathroom. A cat will be with you shortly. Yes, Vince. Jeff Newland is beautiful. Yeah, he would have been crazy not to buy that. That's a nice piece of land and right next door. Tomato Daisy. Well, everyone better start chatting. Yep, it is good to see him filming again. I didn't know what was going on. He told me a couple months back that he had some big surprises when he started doing videos again, but he didn't even tell me what it was. Now I know what it was. That land and the side by side and stuff. Yep. Cats definitely do talk. Well, then scrolling across the bottom of the screen is the information on my meetup. And I'll be doing a video on that soon. And I'll have more information in the video on that. But she's not hateful, Joanne. Just misunderstood. But if anyone's going to the meetup and is gonna need a campsite or lodge, and get your reservations in as soon as possible. Because when it starts filling up, it's gonna fill up fast. That is a busy weekend. And if anyone makes a reservation at the lodge, make sure you let me know. You can email me or text me. Just let me know that you made a reservation and what name you made the reservation under. Because then I'll give a list to them of all the ones that have made a reservation, and those people will get a discount. But if I don't know about it, then I can't tell them that you're with my group and you won't get the discount. And there's no discount for the campground. They've got senior citizen discount and disabled discount, but they don't have a group discount for the campground. That's okay, Katie. I think I'd be distracted too. So you understand, Joanne? Well, what else we got to talk about? Still no eggs from the chickens, which they should be starting any day now. Because the oldest ones are almost 7 months. Or they might even be 7 months now. I'd have to look it up. I can't remember the exact date, but yeah, I think they might be 7 months now. And that should be about the time they start laying. And I've been wondering if possibly they're eating the eggs, but I'm not finding broken shells. So I don't think they are. Yeah, that definitely does sound good, Katie. Yeah, there's a difference in them, Vince. And I'm really going to notice it when I start getting my own eggs, because I've been eating store-bought eggs for so long. That does sound good, Joanne. Well, apparently everyone's tired tonight. Looks like there's only 12 people left. There's Lily climbing on the tree. Well, he's an active cat. Well, 10 people now. Were you relaxing or sleeping, Judy? Did your week start Sunday or Monday, Gary? Well, if you're already over 40 hours, it must start on Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that, Joanne. Yeah, thank you for that reminder, Big Matt. Looks like 17 thumbs up. Yeah, making the big bucks, Gary. Hello, Quint. Oh, now we're up to 16 people. Yeah, Judy. I know what you mean. Now I gotta go see if I can find a store open to get some ice cream. Well, at least I'll give you a little bit of a break, Gary. Hello, Emily. Yeah, based on your comments that you left before the live, I didn't think you were going to be here. Hello, Jim. Yeah, so you should be good for a few more hours, Emily. Don't know, Judy. He was in other lives earlier. But he did send me a message today. He said they're working on the bus now, and they should have it done by Friday. So it shouldn't be too much longer if they get it done by Friday. Oh, Valentine's Day is just another day, Ace. You're not the only one, Katie. I'm tired too. I didn't get a nap in today. Okay, you have a good night, Vince. Okay, thank you for mentioning that in everyone's live, Emily. I appreciate that. You're close, Emily. Hello, Bulldogs. Well, Ace, you know, there would be shells all over if you weren't egging the neighbor's house. Can't believe you did that. Candy cane. Look at that. 21 people now. Must be no one else live. Everyone got bored. Well, I'm glad you had a good time, Judy. What's the matter, Daisy? Well, it's just plain coffee today, Bulldogs. I didn't make any of the flavored coffee today. Okay, Gary. Daisy wants to have kittens. That's what's wrong with her. What, a video of you egging the house, Ace? Yeah, McDonald's coffee's not bad if you can get it relatively fresh. The McDonald's I used to go to most often, they would leave coffee there for hours and hours and hours. Hello, Teresa. Yeah, Daisy's trying, but her grandson's the only one that can do it, and he doesn't want to go after his grandma. I can't believe you filmed yourself doing it, Ace. Hello, TK. It's kind of surprising me that the Daisy's not trying to help take care of those kittens. For the first couple of days when Dream wasn't interested in Sylvester, Daisy was taking care of him. And she's been known to take kittens away before, too. Yeah, I see the price of eggs went up a little bit. Last time I was in the store, they were $2.29 a dozen. They were as low as $2.09 a dozen. Yeah, Emily. When Domino had Felix last year, She had to let Domino feed them. But other than that, she had them. She moved them where she wanted them moved. And Domino put up with it for about 3 or 4 days. Then all of a sudden, one day, and Domino would get them and try to take them back, and Daisy would just go get them and move them where she wanted them. Then finally, Domino had enough of it one day. And I should tell you, Daisy is, because you probably can figure that out, Daisy is Domino's mother. And one day, Domino had enough of it, and she slapped her mother right across the face. And then Daisy backed off a little bit. Hello, Lauren and Joel. I dream. Look at that big fluffy tail. Give me a dream. Your dream. What you doing? How you doing? She's so lovable. Just like all my kitties. You pretty girl. Yes, you are. You pretty girl. Doing. There you go. Well, I know Judy told me I couldn't do this, but I think I might cut it short tonight. Other people only go for an hour, sometimes even less. Because I am getting pretty tired. But thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate it. I'll have another live Sunday at 5:30 Central. Well, Joanne, your oldest granddaughter likes to take other people's babies? Okay, well, have a good night, everyone. I appreciate it.